Question 1. Consider the following statements regarding BRICS and India's recent engagements. Statement 1. India recently shared an article on its BRICS presidency focusing on Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs. Statement 2. The BRICS Youth Summit 2026 included a visit by youth representatives to the Statue of Unity. Statement 3. BRICS has been actively involved in discussions concerning environmental governance. Which of the statements given above are correct? The correct answer is option D, 1, 2 and 3. Explanation: all three statements are correct. India's Prime Minister indeed shared an article on India's BRICS presidency and its focus on sustainable development goals. The BRICS Youth Summit 2026 saw youth representatives visiting the Statue of Unity. Furthermore, BRICS as a bloc has consistently engaged in discussions and initiatives related to environmental governance, reflecting a broader commitment to sustainable development among member nations. Question 2. The Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, MeitY, recently partnered with which company to strengthen PM Gati Shakti with microdata intelligence? The correct answer is option B, PhonePe. Explanation: the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, MeitY, recently signed a partnership with PhonePe to enhance the PM Gati Shakti initiative. This collaboration aims to leverage microdata intelligence to improve the planning and execution of multimodal infrastructure projects under PM Gati Shakti, facilitating better decision-making and resource allocation. Question 3. The India AI Mission recently organized a workshop on AI Kosh. What is the primary objective of AI Kosh? The correct answer is option B, to strengthen India's AI-friendly data ecosystem. Explanation: the India AI Mission organized a workshop specifically on AI Kosh with the objective of strengthening India's AI-friendly data ecosystem. AI Kosh is envisioned as a repository or framework that facilitates access to and utilization of data for AI development, crucial for fostering innovation and growth in the artificial intelligence sector within the country. Question 4. The Union Cabinet recently took a principled decision to operationalize a bench of the Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh High Court in which region? The correct answer is option C, Ladakh. Explanation: the Union Cabinet welcomed the principled decision to operationalize a bench of the Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh High Court in Ladakh. This move aims to enhance access to justice for the residents of the Union Territory of Ladakh, bringing judicial services closer to the people. Question 5. The 31st meeting of the Southern Zonal Council was recently chaired by the Union Home and Cooperation Minister, Shri Amit Shah. In which city? The correct answer is option C, Mahabalipuram. Explanation: the 31st meeting of the Southern Zonal Council was held in Mahabalipuram, Tamil Nadu, and was chaired by the Union Home and Cooperation Minister, Shri Amit Shah. Zonal councils are statutory bodies established under the States Reorganization Act, 1956, to foster interstate cooperation and coordination. Question 6. With reference to the National Commission for Minorities, consider the following statements. Statement 1. The Commission is a statutory body established under the National Commission for Minorities Act, 1992. Statement 2. It reviews the welfare and protection measures for minority communities. Statement 3. The newly constituted Commission held its first meeting in the year 2026. Which of the statements given above are correct? The correct answer is option D, 1, 2 and 3. Explanation: all three statements are correct. The National Commission for Minorities is indeed a statutory body constituted under the National Commission for Minorities Act, 1992. Its primary function is to evaluate the progress of the development of minorities and monitor the working of the safeguards provided in the Constitution and laws enacted by Parliament and state legislatures. The news indicates that the newly constituted Commission held its first meeting in 2026 to review welfare and protection measures, confirming Statement 3. Question 7. The government has strengthened the post-matric scholarship assistance for scheduled caste (SC) students by ensuring easy and fast transfer of funds through which mechanism? The correct answer is option B, Direct Benefit Transfer (DBT) via Aadhaar-linked bank accounts. Explanation: the government has significantly strengthened the post-matric scholarship assistance for scheduled caste (SC) students by ensuring that funds are transferred easily and quickly. This is achieved through Direct Benefit Transfer (DBT), where the scholarship amounts are directly credited to the beneficiaries' Aadhaar-linked bank accounts, enhancing transparency and reducing delays. Question 8. The Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade (DPIT) recently signed Memoranda of Understanding (MOUs) with PhonePe and Shell India to strengthen which of the following? The correct answer is option B, Startup Ecosystem and Innovation. Explanation: the Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade (DPIT) has signed MOUs with PhonePe and Shell India with the specific aim of strengthening the startup ecosystem and fostering innovation in India. These partnerships are expected to provide support, mentorship, and resources to emerging businesses and innovators. Question 9. The Global Digital Capacity Building Alliance aims to create a global platform primarily for what purpose? The correct answer is option B, enhancing government capacity in digital transformation. Explanation: the Global Digital Capacity Building Alliance is an initiative focused on creating a global platform to enhance government capacity in digital transformation. This alliance seeks to share best practices, resources, and expertise among nations to help governments effectively adopt and implement digital technologies for improved governance and public service delivery. Question 10. Which of the following manufacturing units are involved in the construction of 238 AC EMU rakes for the Mumbai Suburban Railway? The correct answer is option B, ICF, RCF, MCF. Explanation: to ensure timely availability for the Mumbai Suburban Railway, the Integral Coach Factory, ICF, Rail Coach Factory, RCF, and Modern Coach Factory, MCF, will commence the manufacturing of 238 AC EMU rakes. These are the primary coach manufacturing units under Indian Railways. Question 11. Recently, the Prime Minister of India congratulated Hakainde Hichilema on his re-election as the President of which African nation? The correct answer is option D, Zambia. Explanation: the Prime Minister of India extended congratulations to Hakainde Hichilema on his re-election as the President of Zambia. This highlights the diplomatic ties and goodwill between India and the African nation of Zambia. Question 12. With reference to India's Arctic narrative, consider the following statements. Statement 1. India's engagement in the Arctic region is primarily driven by scientific research and climate change studies. Statement 2. The Arctic region holds significant geopolitical importance due to its vast natural resources and potential new shipping routes. Statement 3. India is an observer state in the Arctic Council. Which of the statements given above are correct? The correct answer is option D, 1, 2 and 3. Explanation: all three statements are correct. India's interest in the Arctic is multifaceted, encompassing scientific research, particularly on climate change and its impact on the Indian monsoon, as well as geopolitical and economic considerations. The Arctic region is indeed rich in natural resources and offers potential new shipping routes, making it strategically important. India has been an observer state in the Arctic Council since 2013, demonstrating its commitment to understanding and contributing to the region's governance and sustainable development. Question 13. With reference to the BRICS Youth Summit 2026, consider the following statements. Statement 1. Youth representatives participating in the summit recently visited the Statue of Unity. Statement 2. The BRICS Youth Council is an initiative aimed at fostering collaboration and dialogue among youth from member nations. Which of the statements given above are correct? The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Explanation: Statement 1 is correct. As per the news, youth representatives participating in the BRICS Youth Summit 2026 visited the Statue of Unity. Statement 2 is also correct, as the BRICS Youth Council's primary objective is to promote engagement and cooperation among the youth of BRICS countries on various issues, fostering collaboration and dialogue. Question 14. Union Minister SMT Annapurna Devi recently chaired a review meeting of Ministry of Women and Child Development schemes in which of the following cities? The correct answer is option B, Kolkata. Explanation: Union Minister SMT Annapurna Devi chaired a review meeting of the Ministry of Women and Child Development schemes in Kolkata, West Bengal. This meeting was held to assess the implementation and progress of various welfare programs for women and children in the state. Question 15. Who among the following recently called for accelerating the talent identification process to build a strong base of players for India's 2036 Olympics? The correct answer is option C, Mansukh Mandavia. Explanation: Dr. Mansukh Mandavia emphasized the need to expedite the talent identification process to prepare a robust pool of athletes for India's bid to host and perform well in the 2036 Olympic Games. This highlights the government's focus on long-term sports development. Question 16. With reference to recent initiatives by CSIR, consider the following statements. Statement 1. CSIR Central Road Research Institute, CRRI, and CSIR Advanced Materials and Processes Research Institute, EMPRI, jointly organized a workshop. Statement 2. The workshop focused on innovative materials and advanced composites for sustainable infrastructure. Which of the statements given above is correct? The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Explanation: both statements are correct. CSIR CRRI and CSIR EMPRI collaborated to organize a workshop. The theme of the workshop was indeed on innovative materials and advanced composites, specifically for their application in sustainable infrastructure development, highlighting the role of research in environmental sustainability. Question 17. The Department of Financial Services, DFS, recently organized a workshop with the objective of strengthening the implementation of which policy in public financial institutions? The correct answer is option C, reservation policy. Explanation: the Department of Financial Services, DFS, conducted a workshop specifically to reinforce the effective implementation of the reservation policy within public financial institutions. This initiative aims to ensure equitable representation and adherence to constitutional provisions. Question 18. The National Fund for Scheduled Castes, NFSC, primarily aims to provide assistance for which of the following purposes? The correct answer is option B, providing financial aid for SC students to complete their education and research. Explanation: the news highlights how NFSC assistance helped an individual overcome financial barriers to complete research, indicating its role in supporting the academic journey of scheduled caste (SC) students. The fund aims to provide financial aid to enable SC students to pursue and complete their education, including higher studies and research. Question 19. The National Backward Classes Finance and Development Corporation, NBCFDC, provides microfinance assistance primarily to support which of the following? The correct answer is option C, collective entrepreneurship and self-help groups, SHGs, among backward classes. Explanation: the news explicitly mentions NBCFDC microfinance assistance helping a self-help group, SHG, establish a successful catering enterprise. This indicates that NBCFDC focuses on promoting collective entrepreneurship and economic empowerment among backward classes through microfinance. Question 20. Which of the following departments recently organized a national workshop for capacity building under Jal Jeevan Mission 2.0? The correct answer is option B, Department of Drinking Water and Sanitation, DDWS. Explanation: the Department of Drinking Water and Sanitation, DDWS, which falls under the Ministry of Jal Shakti, organized a national workshop. The workshop's objective was to consult with various stakeholders for capacity building initiatives under the Jal Jeevan Mission 2.0, aiming to enhance the implementation and sustainability of the mission's goals.